Well, pretty soon your neighborhood could be short of a couple of police officers on patrol.
Yeah, the Marion County Sheriff said there is not enough money to keep transporting arrestees.
Our Crime Beat reporter Steve Jefferson spent the entire day gathering new information about this announcement, and he also found out who will have to do this task now. Steve?
Yeah, we're talking about police officers on the street getting new duties. This is Jail 2 you see behind me here, and when it comes to taking people to jail, we got to make sure that they get there safe and without any hiccups. Let me show you the process. A police officer on the street calls dispatch and say that they need one of these wagons, and that's when a deputy shows up at the scene and takes that prisoner or that arrestee off the hands of the police officer. Deputies recheck arrestees for weapons and contraband before putting them in the van, and once they're inside, they are transported to the arrestee processing center and booked into jail. The sheriff says he can no longer foot the bill for the cost related to this process. Sheriff deputies are also responsible for watching over people under detention at local hospitals. That's another cost the sheriff says he can no longer pay for. IMPD says despite meaning the transport assignments for officers on the street, they will make do. The sheriff's announcement comes as the city's new budget includes cutting his budget more than $500,000.
There was never any money put into the sheriff's budget to support the sheriff bands and the deputy salaries, 36 of them, to be out on the street picking up arrestees from different police agencies and bringing them downtown instead of the agencies themselves, I guess like we did in the old days, bringing their arrestees down themselves. I mean, that's why we have four-door vehicles. We are one of 92 counties in Indiana. We are the only one that does this.
We feel like we're prepared and ready should that come to fruition. Again, I think the other thing to note on this is there'll be a lot of discussions over the next several weeks about what is appropriate, and so as those discussions go forward, we look forward to having those discussions to talk about what our needs are to be able to pick up prisoners.
No longer dispatching transport vans also impacts surrounding police departments like Speedway Lawrence and the Cumberland Police Department. I also had a chance to talk to Senator Jim Merritt about his concerns about officers coming off the street to transport prisoners. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll have the sheriff's reaction to the senator's concerns, and that's coming up again at 6 o'clock. Back to you in the studio.
All right, still a lot of controversy. Steve Jefferson reporting live tonight. Thank you.